You see, you need to understand, my gorgeous Taurus, that there is going to be like a bit of a tower situation that you are going to have this September. But this in itself is going to work really brilliantly for you. In fact, it's going to work in your favor because it's going to help you to remove yourself from the situation that no longer serve you. And in fact, the first 3 weeks of September are going to be absolutely super important because that in itself is going to change your way of thinking a little bit, change your way of planning a little bit, and it is going to help you with your own readjustment. It's to do with an important moment in time that you are going to have by the end of September when it comes to the actual future planning. There is the change that is slowly going to drift in, but most importantly, it's going to require from you on the very last day of September, on the 30th of September, the situation that is going to arise, which has nothing to do with what I said so far. The situation that is going to arise is really going to kind of really surprise you like there is no tomorrow, and you're going to surprise yourself even more with the actual response to that situation that you're going to have. And that response is going to come in the most natural way, but most certainly it is going to be your wheel of fortune moment, your turning point, like, oh my God. And you are going to start something so important here, something so significant, and it is going to be only the beginning. And you need to understand that the timing must not put you off, because you need to remember one step at a time. But at the same time, on the 30th of September, you need to remember that, you know, that about to pay attention to the actual opportunity, but also pay attention to what's putting you off about that opportunity. Now, this is when the magic is most certainly going to become alive, because you are going to decide to do this. You're going to decide to take one step at a time, and by the time you get to the actual May 2022, things are most certainly going to take off, and you will be able to see the direct connection with everything that was actually happening right now. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Taurini, and it's for September 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for September 2021. Do you know what? The little devilish person, little devil, is most certainly going to be revealed to you within the first 7 days of September. It is not going to surprise you completely, but then again, at the same time, it's going to highlight the part of your life that you feel like, oh, like this, so uncomfortable and so unhappy about. So in itself, this is going to be quite good, because it is going to show you the way, what exactly part of your life you need to be yet again patient about, because you are going to be rewarded. But at the same time, you know, it's about a readjustment that you're going to become aware that you need to make, because if you don't make this sacrifice and readjustment that I'm talking about, that is going to become absolutely evident here, then the things are not going to change in your life. So this is why this is so important, because that in itself, by the time you come to the actual 7th of September, pay attention to the actual inspiration, pay attention to how you're going to feel, pay attention to what's the persistently on your mind, because on one hand, that is going to answer the huge question for you when it comes to the new direction, but on another hand, it's also going to bring you one of the most powerful, most significant, the strongest intentions, you know, when it comes to your life. This is going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow, and it is going to mark the new beginning. The certain message that you are going to get on the 7th of September, it's actually going to confirm this to you. And that message that you are going to have, it's also going to come from somebody really important in your life, which is not even connected to this, but you will be able to connect the dots. There before, you wouldn't be able to connect the dots, and now this is all going to make sense. On one hand, you're going to become aware of your own spirituality, but on another hand, you're going to become aware of how everything is connected. But then yet again, your next step is going to be absolutely confirmed. The 7th of September is going to confirm the next step. 7th of September is going to confirm the next step for you, but also 8th, 9th, and 10th of September 2021. You can expect a certain spirit. There is a certain spirit that is going to visit you. Somebody who used to be in your life. Somebody who was very important to you. And if you haven't lost anyone, then it's just going to be like a passing by spirit, which is going to have a really important message for you. that the things are moving on. At the same time, when you become aware of that spirit, you know, whether this is something is going to fall off, whether the temperature is going to change, like drastically lower itself, where it's going to become lower, whether you're going to see something at the corner of your eye, it really depends. You are going to become aware of the certain spirit, but most importantly, you need to become even more aware what is on your mind, because what is on your mind 4 days later is going to bring you an absolutely remarkable answer. This answer is going to be mind-blowing, but at the same time, it's going to bring you the very strong perspective and the vision in your life, how you want your life to be, but also which readjustment you actually need to make. The second important date is going to be the 17th of September. The 17th of September, you can expect an important message that you are going to have, which is going to be directly connected to your own success and directly connected to what you have been working on, but also with something very slow, something that hasn't been moving, something that hasn't been changing, and this affected you like a big time. And this is so important because at the same time, this is going to be connected to the next step forward. You have got the star here. It's an important opportunity. It's an important moment, an important opportunity that you're going to become aware of at the same time, that it's going to become available to you, and it has got unlimited possibilities. And this is brilliant because it's going to affect the balance in your life, and yet again, it's going to bring you that much needed realization that things are moving on, but most importantly, this inspiration is going to re-energize you, and this is going to reflect on you in so many different ways. Okay, and somebody who's very close to you in your life is going to be playing an important role, because they're going to pinpoint something to you, around you, about you, that you should be you should not be keep on living aside. You should be paying attention to it, and it's time to go take it on the next level. And you may not even like what you're going to be told. It's somebody very important in your life, somebody very significant in your life, but then again, at the same time, these people are so honest with us, and they very often pinpoint exactly what we should pay attention to, something that, you know, you just keep on living behind, but it's so important. This is very, very, very personal, that you don't like talking about, but most certainly now it's time to inspect the situation and see for what, see things for what they are. On another hand, you're going to find yourself also in between the 17th, 18th, and 19th and 20th of September. You're going to find yourself like on a crossroad. My Lord, this crossroad is more important than ever. But what you need to understand, that when we find ourselves on the crossroads, we our energy gets drained really quickly. Our energy gets drained really easily. So you just need to remember to stay committed to the task at hand. This is more important than the actual crossroads. You're going to become aware of the crossroads. You're going to start becoming unhappy with a certain part of your life. But at the same time, this is just the beginning when it comes to the new plan, which is going to kick in, that is going to change so much in your life. It's like the beginning of the spiritual domino, but at the same time, a lot is going to be going on in your life, which means that you must stay committed to the task at hand. Whatever is going on in your life, you just have to keep going, because this is the time when you're going to be tested in so many different ways. And you just need to remember to have patience, because this is such a significant time where you're going to release yourself from the kind of time and karma that is like came to an end like a while ago, and now it's just really down to you to realize when you're going to make the necessary step and what the necessary step is going to be. And this is pretty much so to do with your finances, to do with your career, to do with your future planning. For example, if you're retired, in general, this is to do with your future planning. So this is really important because it's going to help you to move on, but it's also going to pinpoint a certain part of your life that it's missing, and it's connected to your past. And this is pretty much so to do with your happiness, excitement, and your child within. You need to bring that child within. So something that you left in the past that you're going to feel very strong connection with, now you will want to bring in. So it's not about you feeling nostalgic at that moment in time, but when you're feeling nostalgic as well, this energy is going to pinpoint a certain part of your life that you need to bring here. Something is missing, something very unique about you that you should be doing. something very unique about you, that you should be expressing yourself in such a way when you must most certainly realize that this is an important part of your life, that now it's time to take on the next level. Ignore as much as you possibly can negativity around you, because there is a lot of that is going on, and you're very sensitive, my gorgeous Taurinis, when it comes to the earthly and spiritual energies. So you can feel things from a very high spiritual angle, but that in return can make you feel very sensitive, and it can make you like kind of go all around the place like this. And it's a lot of that going to be, and you most certainly you have to ignore this, and you have to remember that you have the power, like an absolutely unique power within, and that power is only going to come out, and it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to make you braver, and it's going to confirm so much around your path as long as you follow it. And the best way to follow it is just to ignore the negativity, and you're going to be asking yourself the certain question. You know, this is also like kind of so important to you, because it's to do with the future planning, and you're going to be asking yourself the certain question, and you will want to ask him, you will want to ask her. No, baby, no. This simply needs to come from you. So whichever questions comes to you here within this moment in time, the answer must come from you, because once that happens, you're going to level yourself up so beautifully, so spiritually, and it's going to make the beginning of such a strong and powerful unfoldment in your life. Okay, the third important date, my gorgeous Taurinis, that I was going to talk to you about is going to be the very much so the 29th and the 30th of September. This is when the new portal it's about to open. This is when the new door it's about to open to you. Suddenly, you're going to literally on the 29th and the 30th of September, you're going to literally wake up in the morning, and there is going to be very strong sense and very strong kind of power that you're going to feel, very strong force that you're going to feel. And now at the same time, you need to understand that you need to inspect where this is coming from, but most importantly where this is going to, because this is going to bring one of the most important answers in your life. You're going to become aware of something so crazy, so mental, but then at the same time this is nothing to do with you, but it's to do with the world around you. On one hand, you're going to be like, oh my God, like this is absolutely mental, but then on another hand, you will know, you will be aware that deep within, deep down, this is nothing that you were surprised about, something that you were aware of, and something that lots of people were telling you, oh yeah, you are crazy, you are crazy. This is going to mean to you so much, because you will know that you're on the right path, and that in itself is going to be remarkable, because it's also going to show your own strength. Your own strength is going to bring you confidence, and there is a very annoying problem that you're going to find yourself that you're going to need to deal with. You know, you're going to need to talk to somebody, you're going to need to discuss something, you're going to need to talk about something, but then yet again, you need to remember to stand very firmly with your feet on the ground, because it's going to require a certain response from you that this other person is not going to like it, and then that's going to make you feel like, oh God, you know. But then sometimes in life, we just have to like kind of do things that we don't necessarily like when it comes to talking to someone, telling them something, oh yeah, I don't want to tell them that, you know. But then we have to do this, because this is part of our process, this is part of our progress. If we don't do this, then karmically we are going to be stuck. So this is why I'm saying that this is so important, because it's also, you need to understand that on another hand, when you feel vulnerable, you need to know that you are going to be protected with your own spiritual armor. So you are going to be absolutely fine, my gorgeous Taurinis, indeed. And also, you know, very big surprise from somebody in your life, like your family member. Someone is going to tell you something within the last 3 days of September. Someone is going to surprise you about a certain change. But this is pretty much so to do with like a very strong reconnection and connection in between you and them. So there is going to be like some kind of family member, someone very close to you that is going to tell you something. And you're really going to like this, because the certain thing that they're going to tell you, you will know that it's going to be very important when it comes to your own connection, reconnection. So it's going to work absolutely wonderful, because it's just about like a connection, you know, that you wanted. And this is the strong connection that you have with people, like when it comes to like a family members, but also our family members are having a really ridiculously powerful connection with us when it comes to spiritually. So this is the time when you're going to start feeling that balance, and it's absolutely fantastic. And on another hand, my gorgeous Taurinis as well, what the end of September is going to actually bring you. My God, this is the big mama moment. This is probably the most important thing that I'm going to say in this reading. Actually, the last 2 days of September are going to bring you the life-changing opportunity. Please be aware of it. Have your eyes open. The last 2 days of September are going to bring you a life-changing opportunity. I'm repeating this on purpose. It is going to happen in the form of a feeling, in the form of like an emotional. You're going to feel very emotional. You're going to see something and you're going to be inspired like there is no tomorrow, but you're going to feel something within that you didn't feel in a long time, and that in itself is going to really become your life-changing turning point, something that you have to do, something that you need to do, something that you have been placed on this earth to do. You know, we all there is so much going on in this world, there is so much going on around us, and some people are aware of spirituality, but some people are not. If we don't see things, it doesn't mean that the things are not there. There is a very important part of the picture that you are going to become aware of, and something that you're going to feel within. It's going to be absolutely undeniable, because this most certainly is going to change your life. The missing puzzle is about to slide in, and once the missing puzzle slide in, then the whole picture is going to be completely different. You are going to be surprised, but the feeling within is going to be undeniable. This inspiration, it's something that it's really going to surprise you the way you're going to feel. But then on another hand, it is going to be the beginning of your own transformation, the beginning of your own change. Suddenly you're going to find yourself like wanting to change things around you. And most certainly, I know it sounds weird, but if you do want to change and adjust things around you in your immediate environment, this is going to reflect on you in such a powerful way, where you're going to become really magnetic. And as soon as you start moving things around, you know, there are certain ideas that you're going to become aware of. And also the last part of September, like the last week of September, the last 7 days precisely, my God, try to like connect with the nature as much as you can. Try to connect like with the water as much as you can, with the lake if you're lucky, if you live somewhere by the lake, by the sea, if you can visit the forest, you know. And I'm saying this because there is so much energy that you're going to gain and gather from it, and the connection in between you, my gorgeous Taurinis, and the nature throughout September is going to be remarkable. But also it's going to be very refreshing, you know, because there is going to be the time within the last 7 days when you're going to find yourself quite confusing, and you're going to find yourself like a little bit drained perhaps, you know, purely because you're going to like really be surprised with the path that you kind of want to explore. But this is why I say that any kind of like a connection and reconnection with the nature is going to be remarkable to you, for you, purely because it's going to rejuvenate you. But at the same time, you will find just walking through the forest and relaxing, I know it sounds, oh God, you know, but you're gonna go into very super meditative state, you know, and without even realizing. And when that happens, you will also have a certain idea. Something is going to come to you, and that particular idea that is going to come to you can only come through the actual nature. And you will see that that idea is also spiritually going to have a direct correlation with the actual inspiration that I was talking about. Something is going to confirm something to you, and it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because you're not going to be able to explain, you're not going to be able to say how this happened, but you're simply going to know exactly what you need to do. Very important, my gorgeous Taurinis, indeed. On another hand, when it comes to those of you that are couples, I can see lots of passion. I can see lots of fire here, like a passionate fire, which is really important. But also at the same time, this is the passion is going to be revived. Lots of kissy perhaps, you know. But most certainly also something very special that you both wanted to do for a long time, and now you will want to do it. There is a very good news that you are going to have both as a couple when it comes to your finances and the financial security, and that in itself is going to open up the pathway, because the things are going to start changing in the terms of finances in the best possible way. I'm not saying that you have the problems with the finances, but I'm just saying that now you're going to find yourself in a situation when you're going to be able to do something that you wanted to do for such a long time. But also on another hand, you will want to yet again take your relationship on the whole new level, and it's good level indeed. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you, my gorgeous Taurinis that are single and ready to mingy it, you know what? I don't think that you are going to be single for too long, because I do see an important transformation taking place. I think that spiritually, those of you that are single, you're going from this way, you know, from this kind of like a level to this level to this level. You're going to jump quite high, which means that suddenly you're going to find yourself kind of like a liking the different type of person. For example, you're going to grow into something very powerful and very magnificent and very spiritual at the same time, which means that, you know, slowly karmically, maybe you are going to change slowly like the type of person that you normally go for, and this is going to surprise you pretty much so, but in the best possible way, because somebody is slowly going to start coming into your life, and that particular person is going to be playing an important role for a long time, but it is going to be connected to you, kind of reconnecting with yourself and finding yourself on the path that you have been long time ago as well. So you see so many connections that you are going to have. The new beginning, the old path, but then again the new you is going to emerge. But most certainly someone very special is slowly going to start walking into your life, and it's going to start happening at around the end of September 2021. On another hand, when it comes to your nutrition, now it's again more important than ever to pay attention to the actual boosting your immune system. So even if you are in the sun every single day, you just need to remember, I would still recommend a natural vitamin D, to take natural supplement, natural vitamin D. I would recommend natural zinc is a must, and at the same time organic camu capsules or organic camu powder. This is really important, and organic camu powder or capsules are one of the richest source of natural vitamin C. You know, I always go for natural. It's important. Please do it. Please take it, because it's going to help you to feel so much better, so much healthier, and it's going to reflect on your energy. I would also highly recommend you to get something like organic chamomile tea and organic dandelion tea, because it's going to help you with your digestion, and it's also going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system. But at the same time, don't take sugar with it. Please take something like organic honey or organic maple syrup. You see, one of these two, like you can use as a sweetener, and it's also going to be really great when it comes to the energy, because it's going to be quite beneficial. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And what else I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Taurinis, would be this gorgeous like chakra pendant, one of the most powerful pendants that I actually have, purely because it has this ability to almost immediately bring the vibration up within us, and that in itself is going to help you to stand with your feet firmly on the ground. It's going to ground you, but on another hand, it's going to help you to keep your head up, and then again, above all, it's going to help you to be inspired by the things that you should be inspired by. Very, very important little crystal to wear throughout September, October, November, and December. And every single time when you feel a little bit weird, every single time when you feel a little bit down, every single time when you feel a little bit indecisive, or every single time when you need to speak with someone really important and you don't feel right, this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, because the difference is going to be almost immediate that you are going to feel. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous Taurinis. I have to say that. My gorgeous Taurinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.